There's a book on Amazon called A Guide to Vehicle Diagnostics. It's written by myself and a friend of mine, Josh Kaskinet. I've been placing some YouTube videos up on the internet to cover some information that's in the book. I do not go into the detail that the book provides, but I do provide some information. Today, in this video, I want to talk about U-codes, U-code DTC codes. One, they are not communication faults. It's true there are some U-codes that pertain to communication where the fault's going to be with the network, the data lines, be it power ground to the control module where it's a communication fault. However, not all U-codes are that way. Most U-codes are not that way. So let's get started. I've listed 4 U-codes on the screen: U1000, 1001, 1002, 1003. The DTC description for them is advise an invalid or missing data for primary ID. So the question here would be, well, what's a primary ID? If we know what a primary ID is, we'll know about the invalid or missing data. What this is that communication had taken place. When the communication had taken place, the information being received just didn't have enough information to obtain the primary ID. Well, once we know what a primary ID is, we'll know what to do with this. So let's proceed. So a primary ID is a 2-digit code that appears immediately after a DTC. These are sometimes called symptom codes or subcodes. Let's use an example. DTC C0051 means the same thing, steering wheel alignment. However, we do have a subcode afterward of 28 and 62. So let's see what 28 and 62 mean. 28 is signal bias level out of range. 62 is steering column or intermediate shaft improperly installed or damaged. So basically our subcode is giving us more information as to why. This would be the equivalent of a remote control for a television. If I had a DTC for the remote, I know there's a fault with the remote control. However, my subcode would better define it. So my subcode would say the problems with the button number 3 on your remote. That's what's happening. So that's what a primary ID is. So the control module did not receive enough information, does not have enough data to pinpoint the exact problem in better detail. However, it's got enough to provide the DTC itself. That's what the primary ID is, and that's what that U-code's pertaining to. I hope this video has helped. Please check out the book. It goes into much better detail on this information.